Once you've lied about something in the past, people often think that you're going to continue to lie. And so could this possibly be some kind of a stunt? Coach Greg, in today's video, the Liver King, he loses an eye. I'm not kidding. He's literally been wearing an eye patch and he's been saying he went to surgeon after surgeon after surgeon, all of them saying you're not going to get your eyesight, you're not going to be able to see again, until he went to one surgeon and said there's a small chance that you may in fact be able to see again. And so the Liver King, I watched his video, he's very optimistic. I don't think I would be as positive as he was, and so you got to give him credit. The guy has a positive mindset, and with a positive mindset, it's going to in fact help his body. Remember, to be healthy and well, it's not about just the body, also about the mind. But the question remains, what happened? What is going on? Was he out wrestling animals? Did he perhaps try to catch a bull with his bare hands and it perhaps hit him in the eye?
Now everybody wants to know who knocked me out. I knocked me out. I know, it's so embarrassing.
And so apparently he knocked himself out. And he goes on to describe how he was doing face pulls with a heavy resistance band against the doorknob. And by accident, the band slipped off, snapped in two, and came back and slammed him in the eye. This is a serious accident, and it could, of course, damage your eyesight. And to make matters worse, it hit him with such a force that it literally knocked him out, and he fell back and hit his head. He says he sustained brain damage. And I, for one, know all about this, as earlier this year, I was in a severe car accident, slamming my head, where I sustained a head injury and had brain damage. But lucky for me, the doctor said in about 3 months, some of these neurons, they come back and you will once again feel normal.
It is pretty serious though. I really can lose the eye. So I'm going to continue to ask for the blessings, the love, and the support. But I'm also hoping in the process, we can share in a good laugh.
And so here's the problem. I do believe that the Liver King is being genuine, but many people, they do not. Once you've lied about something in the past, people often think that you're going to continue to lie. And so could this possibly be some kind of a stunt? Is the Liver King making up this story to get views, content, to fool his audience yet again? Well, we simply don't know. When you break someone's trust, it often takes months, years, and or decades to regain that trust, and it's a slow and tedious process. And so because the Liver King had lied for so many years about being natural, and because he plays a character, that of the Liver King, how do we know that this is not just part of the plan?
Look at my primal bowl of cereal. I got a bowl of eyeballs here. I got 18 eyeballs from bulls and from goats. Well, you don't think an eye for an eye is actually a real deal?
This is bullshit, or about as beneficial as eating bullshit, because it doesn't make any sense. It would be like saying, I'm going to eat bull testicles and I'm going to be a Mr. Olympia competitor. I'm going to get all this testosterone from this massive bull and I'm going to be jacked because my testosterone levels are going to go through the roof. It doesn't work like that. It's not like in that show Heroes from perhaps 10, 20 years ago, where that one character would eat the brain of other characters and absorb their superpowers. It doesn't work like that. In the real world, you can't eat a bunch of chicken breasts if you want bigger boobs than friggin' last time.
I'm going to do anything and everything I can to recover my eyesight.
And so I do have friends that have lost eyes, and so I do know a little bit about what it looks like when you're going to lose an eye. And so in looking at his eye, it doesn't look all that bad. You would expect if that kind of band resistance had slapped him in the face, perhaps traveling 100 miles an hour, you would see some kind of a cut, that there would be things misplaced, but it doesn't look all that bad. And so obviously, I'm not an eye doctor nor an eye surgeon. I don't know whether the damage sustained in this particular picture is that of a man who's about to lose his eye. And in this particular case, I do in fact hope that the Liver King is not telling the truth. I hope the injury isn't that bad, and I hope he gets his eyesight back. I wouldn't wish this on the Liver King to in fact lose his eye, and so hopefully the injury is exaggerated a little bit. Hopefully he has a greater chance than close to nothing to in fact get his eyesight back.
First surgeon says, you're gonna lose the eye. So I see another and another and another. Last one says there's a small % chance. I'll take it.
If multiple surgeons said that he'll never see again and only one said there's a small chance, well, it's not looking good. But let's hope that the Liver King can see once again. And please be careful. Those bands are very dangerous, especially if you're as strong as the Liver King. If you're perhaps a weaker person, lighter bands, the damage is not going to be as severe if it does in fact come and hit you. But again, just another reminder to be safe in the gym. Imagine you're doing heavy one-arm rows with a very thick band attached to the doorknob, and you pull the doorknob off of the door and it slams you in the middle of the head. Imagine the damage that can do. Absolutely horrific. And so please be careful, in particular if you're very strong. And so seeing as he's continued to make posts on Instagram, why is it that we now see him with glasses on where he does not appear to have an eye injury? Does that look like a man who's lost his vision, that he cannot see? I see no redness. I see no visual discoloration. I don't see anything to indicate an eye injury was sustained. And so unless this was pre-recorded, I simply don't know what to think. If it was so serious that hardly any surgeons thought he'll ever see again, and suddenly a couple of days later he's wearing glasses making videos, then what exactly is going on? And so I'm looking in the comments to see, does anyone see what I'm seeing? Why is the Liver King able to see? Is your eye cooked up or not, man? He responds, eye is destroyed. 3 surgeons all say the same. It's too cooked to fix right now. It will require multiple surgeries. You will get cataract in eye within 2 years, lose central vision in 5. Despite best efforts, you still going to lose vision in the right eye. Inevitable. To which I reply, good, check out the recent reels for more. And so is the Liver King saying I don't care about losing my eye, or is he saying I've already gotten my vision back? Did eating those 18 bull eyeballs actually help him to see again? Nick Strength and Power writes, looks like the well of ideas is running dry. It's over, bud. And then on his next post, he's now squatting a crazy amount of weight. Looks like about 5,000 pounds. When you're squatting a really heavy load, increasing the pressure and training harder than last time, that's going to put extra pressure on the eyeball. And so if you're trying to recover from a horrific accident, should you be really training to failure? Really pushing harder than last time? If he was actually injured to this degree, sustaining a concussion, perhaps brain damage, would he really be training this hard within a week? I know when I got in a car accident, it was weeks before I felt normal. It was hard to talk to people, to make sense, to understand what was going on. And so how is it possible that the Liver King, who sustained a worse injury than I did, within a week, is out here squatting 1 rep maxes and perhaps has regained his eye vision? Does that make sense? And so what I'm thinking, I'm more in line with what Nick Strength and Power is thinking. I don't believe that he's actually injured his eye to this extent, that he's most likely going to go blind. I just don't believe it to be true. It's like the story where the boy cried wolf one too many times, and once the wolf actually came, no one was there to believe him. And so is the Liver King going to get his eyesight back? Well, I don't know. Did he actually lose it? I also don't know. What I do know is you can't consume a bowl of eyeballs or liver or brains or chicken breasts and think that those powers are going to somehow improve your body in that area. But speaking of growth, if you can't get it harder than last time, consider getting harder than last time. You know, for the downstairs. We also have GO2 Max, which I'm certain would be of more benefit than eating bull testicles or bull eyeballs. And so please head over to the website, code Greg, 10% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, like the video if you liked it, add a comment. Also, don't forget about the cookbooks, the training books, the Circle Diet book, the Harder Than Last Time clothing line. You can get it all on the website. Obviously, watch at least one of those 2 bloops. And until next time, I am out.